Before we officially get this video started, I just wanted to come on here and let you know that I am currently hosting a raffle. With this raffle, I am raising funds for mutual aid groups in Minnesota and Maine to help families and communities who have been and are continuing to be affected by this current administration here in the US. It's really upsetting. That's all I'm going to say about that. So yeah, if you feel so inclined to contribute, you can win this artwork, and it's going to a good cause. So yeah, this is going until February 11th, and I will post after I receive all the funds, receipts to what groups I'm sending this to, because I think I'd like to distribute it. So I'm not just hitting one group. I want to distribute funds to as many groups as I can. And tickets are $5. You can enter as many times as you want. Shipping worldwide. So pretty exciting. And actually, as of today, because I launched this a few days ago on Instagram, and we've already raised over $700, which is so amazing. And the reason I'm having it go until February 11th is because I also want to let YouTube know, and maybe we can hit $1,000. That's my goal. So anyways, I just wanted to come on here and say that first, and let's get into the video. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Gamey, and we're going to talk about all my WIPs. Rapid fire. I hope this brightens your day. Also, I'm filming in a new location. Normally I film at my art studio. It's just been real snowy and I feel like being cozy at home. This is my home office setup area, I suppose. So we're just gonna be here and I hope you like it. Okay, let's just jump right into it. I am wearing the weekend hat by Petite Knit. I'll just say that. Okay. I cast on some new things because of the snowstorm. We got well over a foot here in the Boston area, and it's just been real cold and snowy. So what do I want to talk about first? I guess we can talk about this one first. So this is scarf number 5 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I just cast that on like this past week. So this is like a triangle scarf. It has one stripe along the border, and it's knit with DK weight. The suggested yarn is cashmere, Cardiff Cashmere Classic, or Lang Yarns Cashmere Premium. I am not doing cashmere. I am holding this lace weight yarn triple, which is an adventure. This is Jagger Spun. They're 100% merino wool, and yeah, it's lace weight merino wool, not mohair or anything like that. It's like so fine. It takes forever to wind it up because like, yeah, it just takes so long. There's 560 yards per 50 gram skein, so that's a lot. So yeah, thinner than, your regular sock yarn, things like that. So anyways, I'm holding it triple. I think my gauge is a little bit off still. So the gauge of this pattern is 24 stitches and 36 rows will give you 4 inches with a 3.5 millimeter needle. So I sized down. I think I'm doing a 3 millimeter. Yes, 3 millimeter needle. And I do think it's making like a slightly more dense fabric, but I kind of like that. Like it feels good. And I do think it'll still drape nicely when I block it. So yeah, not too worried about that. I think it'll look so good. I think like with my coloring, it'll look nice. I also thrifted a brown wool coat I mentioned in my most recent video, and I think this would look really nice with it. So, but yeah, that is going to be a very lingering WIP for sure. That's going to take a long time. So probably won't get it this season, but that's okay. It's kind of nice to have something pretty mindless to knit on. Like you make increases, but otherwise it's a lot of stockinette. So that's that one. Very impulsive cast on, but it was calling my name. I think this pattern is really like, it's simple, but very well done. I like the details. I did try to look up like free triangle scarf patterns before casting this on, but there are certain details that I think make this so nice. Like the edging kind of looks like it has an I-cord. It's not an I-cord edge, but it looks like it. So it just like, it looks finished already. I really like this like increase seam, whatever you want to call it, that happens down the center. That looks really nice. Or I guess it's like a raglan situation. Yeah. Oh, and then for my for the contrasting stripe, I'm either going to do a dark brown or gray. If I just move my chicken here, I have this leftover, I think this is like an alpaca gray yarn. This could look nice, I think, with the green. Oh yeah, also, so I did already shoot some like B-roll shots of this yarn just to like, yeah, anyways, it's really hard to capture this yarn. Like it looks, I would say it's like a true green, like maybe on the darker side, Kelly green. It's like green, and it just was looking washed out in all the videos I took. So I don't know if it's portraying all that accurately on camera, but it's a really nice, like rich color. Oh yeah, also just need to show you. So this is my chicken, and then all my scrap yarn is like in the chicken nest, basically. And my friend Erin made me a felted chicken. So I've got multiple chickens now, and they're amazing. I'm obsessed. It's the little things. Okay, so that's my first WIP and my most recent cast on. Okay, let's go next to this one. This one I did talk about recently. This is the Lakes V-neck by Ozetta. So yeah, this is a saddle shoulder construction. So you can kind of see the saddles here. There's these like rectangle panels that go over the shoulders. And then you connect the back, connect the front, connect under the arms, and, you know, proceed like a normal drop shoulder type sweater. But yeah, I really like the look of the saddle shoulder, because you kind of get like seams along the front and the back. Normally like a drop shoulder pattern, you only get it on the back, and you kind of try to hide it. Whereas this, you're like, it's part of the design. Like, I don't know, it's a nice design feature. So I love how that's looking. Oh yeah, this yarn is Knitting for Olive Heavy Merino in the color Pomegranate. This is my first time using this yarn, and I'm really enjoying it. It's not pilling, just from working on it. We'll see how it wears. It feels like a dry, kind of rustic. Maybe not rustic. It feels like a very dry wool. So yeah, I'm curious to see how it feels once it blocks out. I did do a swatch. I don't know if that's in frame, but I did a swatch. I don't remember it feeling all that different. But yeah, it's like a very dry wool. So I am also doing this slightly off gauge. I'm knitting a size large, but my gauge is a bit small. So it should come out to be more like a medium, hopefully. That's all I'm going to say about this one. I did just talk about this in my most recent video, knitting podcast episode 4. So if you want to hear more about this, I talk about it in detail in that video. I also have almost all my projects on Ravelry, so you can check it out there. I do want this to be kind of a rapid fire, shorter video. Oh my God, I'm all tangled. Okay, so I did this gauge swatch, and I'm very excited about this. I have not cast on yet. So this will be the Frankie sweater by Petite Knit. And that uses DK weight yarn. It's a top-down raglan, and it has like a nice roll neck. I love the stripes. Petite Knit did a version that's almost the same exact color, so that kind of sold me because I already had this yarn. The yarn I'm using, and I think maybe my gauge, I forget if my gauge is slightly off or not. It usually is. But I'm doing another Jagger Spun, and this is, the colorway is Musam Falls, and this is 100% superwash wool. Oh wait, no. I mean, that's true. Musam Falls maybe is the yarn type. French Blue is the color. Either way, this yarn, this brand doesn't exist anymore, so it probably can't be found anyways. I got a ton of this brand of yarn at Martin's. It's a surplus store, and yeah, that's how I found this yarn. So usually when you find yarn there, it means you probably can't find it anywhere else. It's probably out of business, which is unfortunate because this yarn is really lovely. But that also means I got it very cheap. So this says $13. This was probably $5 a skein. I got it like heavily discounted. So because of that, and same with the green, same with this cone, I bought a lot of yarn without clear plans. I just liked the color and the fiber. So anyways, I'm excited to have a plan now. So yeah, I'm holding one strand of this with 2 strands of this. So this is also Jagger Spun. This is 100% superwash wool. It's their sock yarn, and the color is mahogany. So yeah, this is more of like a fingering weight yarn, so I'm holding it double. So I just like wound up from the cone, I wound up a cake, and I'm holding it double, and that's working out pretty well. And yeah, it looks, probably on camera it looks like brown or like a really just a dark color, but it is like a very dark maroon. It's got some warmth to it, but it's not brown. Very cool color. That, or not as in temperature as in I like it. It was interesting making this swatch because it's actually, I thought it was 2 rows of evenly of each color, but it's actually 3 rows of the main color, 2 rows of the contrast color. And because of that, when you're knitting flat, it means it's harder to carry the yarn. So normally I would just carry the yarn up the side if it was like you pick a color, knit there and back, change your color, knit there and back. But because it's 2 and 3, it's like knit there and back and then back again. And now it's like, okay, I want to switch colors, but the color I want to switch to is still on this end. Do you know what I'm saying? So I did carry the yarn like across the back so that I wouldn't have to cut the yarn over and over. Just thought I'd share that. That's how I did my swatch. Okay. Okay, and then the next WIP. This was also going to be a long-term WIP. So let's pull this up. Okay, this is the Quilt Block Scarf by Tamara Jordan. And yeah, as you can see, it's got this like quilt motif all over. And this uses worsted weight yarn with 5mm needles. So yeah, this is quite thick. So you're knitting in the round, which makes doing color work pretty easy. And then also because the color work, or the like stranded color work, the inside is inside. Oh my God. Because this is not a sweater that you wear, you know, the inside will never be accessed again. It's kind of low stakes, and like I can be a little bit extra messy. I'm not weaving in every single end. Like it just doesn't matter. So that's kind of nice. The yarn. So this is all the leftover yarn I have from both my Dagmar cardigan and then my Olga jacket. So I've used this yarn multiple times, and it is Heirloom Merino Fleck 8-ply. This is 100% pure wool made in Australia. I bought it in Australia, and then I also ordered it here from Australia. It's just a great yarn. I just love the like speckles in it. It feels good. It hasn't pilled on me from I've mostly just worn my Dagmar. I'm looking over there because all my knits are over there. So yeah, I'm holding this as the main color. And then this is just the ultimate scrap busting project, in my opinion, because each row is just a different color. So I'm using this blue right now. I don't have the label, but I think this is just like superwash, universal yarn, superwash worsted, something along those lines. Nothing crazy. So, and it's worsted, so you can hold like, probably hold fingering double. I like to just estimate. It doesn't have to be perfect. So that is a perfect situation for me to grab scrap yarn from my chickens here, my chicken nest, and use it for this project. So I'm really excited to just have this as a long-term WIP that I continue adding to when I feel like it. So I found this pattern from the Indigo Fox on YouTube. I follow her channel and I really enjoy it. So yeah, I recommend checking out her channel. She did a really nice brown version with color, and yeah, it's just really eye-catching. So I was influenced, and that's why I cast this one on. So yeah, those are all my like very active current WIPs. I of course have like some long-term WIPs hidden about, but these are the ones I'm focusing on currently. I mean, I guess my Frankie sweater is not even a WIP yet, but I do want to cast this on really soon, so I just have to buy the pattern. So the last like WIP I guess I want to talk about is my making journal. I actually ended up buying a new one because I don't know. I just did it. I was in the stationery store and it just happened. But I found this one. So this is B6 Days Notebook B6 Refill, Original Diary Paper Neo Agenda. Made in Japan. All the best stationery stuff is made in Japan, it seems like. And I like this type of binding because it is the kind that can lay flat. And this really caught my eye because one side is blank and then one side is grid. So that's perfect. So I can, on the plain side, I can have pictures, doodles, whatever. And then on the dot grid side, I can have all my notes. So very excited about this. It's the perfect size. Also, this was only $13. I feel like that's actually quite good. I got some washi tape. I got some fun circle stickers. And then I realized that my printer is actually not that bad. I thought my printer was real bad this whole time. And anyways, I had photo paper that came with the printer and I figured I'd give it a go. It printed beautifully. So yeah, I just kind of made a bunch of different layouts in Illustrator. I use Adobe Illustrator because I am an illustrator and I am familiar with the program, but I think a lot of people use Canva. So I just made like a bunch of random layouts and just to maximize the paper, and then I'll cut it out and glue it in here. So really excited to finally do that. I think I've just been feeling a little bit stuck on how to start, and I don't know, I think we're almost there. I think we are making progress. So hopefully next time we talk, I'll have some beautiful journal pages to show you, and they don't have to be beautiful. I'm trying to lower the pressure on myself. Anyways, this is just a quick WIP Wednesday for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love if you liked and subscribed and commented and all that good stuff. I post more regularly on Instagram at MoKnits. I'm also an illustrator at Monique Amy. And yeah, I hope you're having a lovely week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!